The PBA's 46th season opening weekend is officially done, and we are all systems go for the Philippine Cup. Among the big winners of the opening tip was Coach Jeff Cariaso and the Alaska Aces, who opened their season in a big way against the Blackwater Bossing. 103-77 was the final score, dominating fashion. The Alaska Aces, led by Gregorio, 20 points, and Yusef Taha with 16 in opening day. Coach Jeff must be really, really happy. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Speaking of, joining us to talk about their plans to keep the momentum pushing forward is the man at the helm, many-time PBA champion, the original Jet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it to Coach Jeff Cariaso.
I'm the second.
The Jet and a Jet.
The Jet and a Jet.
The Jet and a Jet. No disrespect to you, partner. No disrespect. All right. First of all, Coach, congratulations for a solid win. And you always want to start a season with a win. That's always a good sign. Please give us your evaluation of that big dominating win.
First of all, good evening, Boom. Thanks for having me, Jet. Nice to see you again. Thanks for having me. I'm now called Jet Lag, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Your name, Jet,
that's the first.
It's still awesome. You know, Boom, I think you hit it on the nail when you said, you always want to start the conference on a good note. I'm not gonna lie. Up until now, there still remains. Remain uncertainties because, to think about it, we've only played one game against a different opponent, that's the first time in the last 7-8 months.
Right.
So are we still gelling? Are we still trying to improve? Yes. Do we have everything figured out? Of course not. But, you try to do what you need to do to survive. And we're just happy and blessed that we're able to find a way last Friday.
I just want to insert, Coach, before I hand it over to Jet. Was there any nerves in your part? You've done this many times as a player and as a coach, but right. I'm asking it in the context of the situation that we're all in right now.
Right. I think there were, and I'm not shy to say it. I walked in there a little bit, and the setup was there, all the TVs are on the side. Just the fact that there were referees, the lighting, I was a little nervous. I'm not going to lie about that. But I think the players, whether they're going to admit it or not, I'm sure they felt a little nerves. But at the same time, excited and just happy to be back. So yeah, that'll improve, I hope.
Sorry, Coach. Talking about highlights, we see a guy right here that played amazing for you in that first game, Mike Gregorio. Did he have first game jitters? How was he? How did he adjust? And how did he perform the way he did in that first game? He was huge.
Man, Jed, if that was jitters for Mike, I'd prefer that to always have game day jitters. Mike's work ethic is impeccable. It's one of a kind, to be honest with you. He's very consistent with his routine, and it's not surprising that he came out ready. Now the challenge is consistency, right? I think, that's one thing about PBA players, and we all know that everyone's there for a reason. Everyone can play, but the good ones are the consistent ones. So we're going to rely on him to play that way, not just his shooting, but to be focused on the defense. And that is the same thing we expect from all our guys on both ends.
I mean, we know what we will get out of Mike all the time if he's consistent. But another guy I want to maybe key in on is someone actually new for you, your rookie RK Ilagan. I mean, he was a spark in that ending of the game. I think it's 9 straight points. Is he considered the hidden gem for you for the Aces, or what do you expect out of this young guy coming into the league now?
Right. We're so happy with RK because he is that spitfire, kind of that that guy that's right now that's going to come off the bench and give us a push when we need it. And what's awesome about RK, if you don't know him, is just his attitude. Great attitude, very respectful, loves to play and loves to compete, and that's really all you can ask for. from day one, he came into practice. He looked like he wasn't nervous. He looked like he was, meant to be where he is, and I think he believes it in his heart, and I think that's crucial with rookies coming in, and he showed it. And right now, it's really just understanding more on what we need to do, what we're doing, and understanding how it is to play and survive in the PBA. And I think he'll be given us opportunities, so you're going to see a little bit more of them.
Right, Coach, I'm sure you also, as part of your job, your staff, other than concentrating on your own team, you're looking at the whole league in general. What are we talking about in terms of the dangerous teams out there, especially coming from, a different kind of an off-season? You really aren't...
There are a lot of new faces too.
Yeah, that, and then unable to scout. But there are probably some seeded teams, I suppose, in your head. Who are we talking about here?
Boom, you know me and how I approach things. Every team right now, I'm not gonna lie, and this is, without any exaggeration, every team out there is a threat. Every team out there has improved. So I mean that. We discussed the lineups on every team, and now we're preparing for a young terra firma team who I think on paper is already a lot better team than they were, last year and a couple years ago. So are they dangerous? Yes. They have young players that again can play in this league and are going to be future superstars. What they're lacking is only possibly just the experience and the time on the court, but that they're dangerous. So yeah, you have teams like that, and then we play Phoenix next, and then we play Reign, who's undefeated, Morocco, who's undefeated. So to answer your question, Boom, every game is going to be versus a dangerous team.
Well, talking about the new faces, Coach, you have Calvin in Magnolia, you have Macbelo in Meralco. We talked to LA a while ago. You have Christian in Ginebra, and of course, the comebacking.
Right.
Junmar Fajardo for San Miguel. Are they maybe? You talk about all the teams. I mean, that you have to do that, but are they still special? Piece up there that you have to prepare extra for, or it's going to be there in the postseason?
That's for sure. So bottom line is the good teams, the great teams, they got even better. So through trades, they were able to improve their lineup. The reason why these teams are the best and why they seem like they're always in the semis and in the finals is because of the experience that they have, right? They know when to turn it on. They know when to step on the gas, and they know what it takes to win daily because of the experience that they've had. And to be able to have the luxury of improving their lineup, that makes them even tougher. So absolutely, the San Miguel teams are always tough. MVP teams are always tough. And then, like I said, all the other teams, with great respect where we're approaching them. So preparation will be key, and we'll go out there and fight.